Hello the internets, welcome back to another Sordex stuff video. Today I want to talk a little bit about what are the best usage for your skill shard vouchers as a sorcerer. If you're an archmage, a sorcerer, or a mage, what spells are worth exchanging, because it's not worth for everything, and I would not even use this to complete my collection of spells. I would only use this to get shards for powerful spells that clearly are better than others. So that's today's topic. Before that, however, there is also a new Grand Treasure Hunt and a new Lucky Scratch event. Make sure you are doing both. And in case you are on a day one server, currently for this, we're getting a lucky statue that I would 100% recommend you guys actually grab if you can, right? So I'm gonna be going and grabbing that really quickly because it's peak, honestly. Give me my apples too, why not? Probably this for tomorrow. So tomorrow, for the next week, we are getting the new region. The pet pools are good though, because you get faster closer to our next target, which is going to be that legendary pet. But I think I'm going for the legendary badges just because next week we'll be getting a new region, so I'd rather go for that. And then obviously the lucky statue. Now I've been saving for it, that's what I didn't have to spend any money, thankfully. I was saving for this, but this is really good because anytime you guys are getting a dupe, this means you are going to be increasing this dungeon 2x rating reward rate from a 12% to a 16%, and the next time you get one, it's a 21%, and this goes all the way to 5 stars. This is 100% worth getting higher if you can, maxing it out, like 100%. I would do that if you guys can. For the gifts, same thing. It's always worth to level up your Pokemons. I was gonna say your companions, because companions will not be resetting after the new season starts. So because they are not level 100, so that's gonna be always a good thing to also keep going with. Also, always check if you guys have. Oh, perfect. If you guys have a journal on your daily missions, on your daily commissions, because those are goated. I will be doing that later, however, not now. That said, let's actually go a little bit, like I was saying earlier, over the topic for this video itself, which is going to be exchange skill shards and where it's worth using them. I think for a sorcerer, there is only a few places or a few skills that I would recommend actually exchanging. We can start with the lowest class, which is going to be the mage itself, and then we can go a little bit over the other classes. For a mage, I would not use too many skill shard vouchers, because even if there are a couple techniques and a couple charms that are really good, I don't think they are as worth as the next tiers, both sorcerer and archmage. If you want to be exchanging for a technique on the tier 1 classes on mage, both Water Assault is great, and also Wind the Light. I would not exchange for Wind the Light. If you have to exchange for a technique here, the only one really worth it in my opinion will be Water Assault long term. If you have to exchange for a charm, the only one that's going to be worth on tier 1 is going to be your Mana Surge, just for the crit rate. And even then, like I said earlier, I would not exchange for tier 1 classes. So Mana Surge is really good, and your Water Assault is really good. But since they are SSR spells, you will be needing a lot of shards in order to be able to level them up. Even if you were to exchange, you still need 62 to level them up, right? So be careful with that. That's for the tier 1 or for the class 1, the mage itself. When it comes to the sorcerer, there are a couple here that I would 100% recommend. Actually, there is one spell here only that I would recommend. I would not exchange for a single technique in here. I don't care how good they are. I don't care. I would only exchange for Elemental Harmony. And I would, the more you can grab, the better. Elemental Harmony is a spell you will be using for a long time, depending on your build, but Harmony builds are still the way to go, and it is really, really good. Elemental Harmony at Mythic 4 starts is giving me 4,000 Elemental Harmony. Now, this changes based on the rarity. The higher you go, the better it is. So, for example, if I go to my friend Jay, he should have Elemental Harmony here. On Mythic is giving him 5,000 Elemental Mastery, right? And then when you go to the next one, it's going to be even stronger. I don't know if we have anyone on the rankings that is Sorcerer, actually. Is Oro a Sorc? Yes, Oro. And then here, on Immortal, is giving 12,000. So the more you can get, the better it is, right? The better it gets always. Also, damn, Oro. Almost 9 million, class level 275. These people. All right, so that is for the exchange on the Sorcerer. I would only exchange for Elemental Harmonies. Also, it's really important to remember, but it's only worth exchanging at the beginning of a new class, at the beginning of a new season. It's never worth exchanging now that we are waiting for the next class to come, right? So in what, 4 days, I believe it is, or 5 days, we are getting, yeah, 4 days for the new region, for the new classes, for everything new. So it's like, it's never worth exchanging if it's only a few days left for this, right? So only do this at the beginning of each season. If you have a few, you can be like, all right, what do I want to be exchanging for? Class 1, honestly speaking, Water Assault, and even that is a stretch. I probably would not go for it. Mana Search is pretty good. The more creature you can get, the better, and it will be replacing or being a substitute for bad gear for a long time. For tier 2, it's only going to be Elemental Harmony Shard. And then for the tier 3 itself, there are a couple as well that I would recommend. So there are 2 main ones in here. The main charm, which is going to be rapid cast, and the same thing applies here. It's 90 that you need anytime you are leveling up, so it is a lot, it's really expensive, but at the same time, it's one of the best charms in the game for a sorcerer because of the cooldown reduction and elemental mastery it provides. And the elemental mastery difference on this charm, it's way bigger than the elemental harmony one. So right now, for me, it's providing 9,000 elemental mastery, right? But if we go actually to my friend list and we check someone like Jay, for example, because I know his is giving a lot more, his rapid cast right here on Immortal is providing 26,000 elemental mastery. That is a huge difference. And you will be using rapid cast for a long time, like for a long time. So this is a good spell to invest into, and a spell you can safely invest resources, right? Like there is no problem into that. When it comes to the techniques themselves, honestly speaking, it's either your Meteor or it's either your Divine Wrath. And even then, I would rather go for the Meteor than I would for the Divine Wrath, just because Meteor can be used on any single build you are running, while the Divine Wrath is better when there are either a lot of enemies or a big enemy. But when there is a smaller enemies together, you can fail a lot of these lighting times. Like it's 16 times, but you only guaranteed to hit 3 times, right? So for bosses is fantastic, but I would still just go for the Meteor dupes instead. But again, I would not even actually exchange for a technique. I would just change for more rapid cast, nothing else. I'm not gonna be exchanging anything because I'm waiting for the new set of spells to come out, and then I'll see what's worth actually exchanging or not, and I'll make an updated video for this as well. But for now, I have 385 pulls saved for that, and I have 185 pulls saved in here. I haven't been using my resources, so I've lost a lot of combat power. Like, my friends already passed me in combat power, which is completely fine, right? But I've been saving everything. Same for this. I've been saving a bunch of pulls in here, and I've been saving a bunch of resources in here for the next season as well, that I will be using at the beginning of Season 2. That's it. That's basically everything for this video. I just wanted to go a little bit over what I would be exchanging for, which is mostly charms. In here, it's either the Meteor, but I would focus on Rapid Cast. In here, I would not exchange for a single technique, and I would only do it for Elemental Harmony. And in the Class 1, to be fair, I don't think it's that worth exchanging for Water Assault. Early on, it will be carrying you a lot, but then again, skill shard vouchers are hard to come by at the same time, so either your Mana Search or nothing. I wouldn't even be exchanging for Water to Ice because this will be dropped pretty fast later on, while Mana Search is still used to this day to balance out bad stats if you are unlucky with your gear, right? So that's it. That's everything for this video. Also, please do not forget, guys, to go grab your Grand Treasure and grab your nice lucky stat book. Right? That's it. That's everything for this one. Good luck with your pool generates, and I'll see you on the next one.